That is Dynamic, an artist from Cornwall, with this track, Christmas Wish. Wow, we are getting through the Christmas songs tonight. So, I promised you Chescalia, and Chescalia, I will deliver. She's had it's been a stellar year. Let's be honest. It has been a fantastic year, whether it's doing the video game song soundtracks, whether it's getting upload of the week. Well, I don't know. I can list the achievements all day long, Chess. But I'm very pleased to say you are on the show. How are you?
Hello, thank you so much. That is very sweet of you to introduce me that way. I'm blushing. I promise my ego won't get too big, but thank you very much.
Well, the thing is, though, Chess, it has been an absolutely incredible year for you because, first of all, I got to talk about the Bayonetta 3 thing because this is so out there, but like amazing thing to happen. Tell us how it happened because you've got a song on the game, right?
So I've got 2 songs on the game. One is a rework of a jazz standard. So of course I didn't write that, I just sang it. But then there is one that I wrote the lyrics for, and the orchestration was done by someone else. It was, several other people. It's an absolutely amazing, the theme tune is absolutely incredible. So yes, I wrote the lyrics and sang the theme tune, which is crazy. And it's actually the funniest thing because I am so proactive in trying to find new opportunities and get myself out there, as a lot of introducing artists are.
Yeah.
But this one was the complete opposite. I got this random email in my email, and as you know, I'm not signed or don't have any management or, not that much of a following. So I thought it was a joke. And then about a month later, I got the same email and I was like, okay, this is spam.
It must. Oh, I see what you mean. This is too good of an opportunity. Into
also,
spam you go.
Yeah, exactly. Like, also, why are you like, the thing is, it didn't say the name of the game, obviously, because I mean, at that point, it was just like, we're really interested in working with you. And it was like this really big company. And I was like, no. And the third time, so they emailed me a third time being like, oh, I just want to check. Are you definitely not interested?
Like a 100%. Yeah, I see.
100% out. And I was like, yeah, okay, maybe tell me more. And it just turned out to be one of the biggest games of the year.
Mad.
So yeah, absolutely mental.
Well, this is the thing though, like this following for this game is pretty hardcore. Like they are loyal, they are fiercely loyal, and you've had a lot of positive feedback, I can imagine.
Yes, so that was the thing. After I learned so much about the game and the following of the game, and I think they've been waiting for this game for about 10 years now. So there was a lot of pressure as to, are they going to like it? Are they going to like the theme tune? Are they going to like my voice? But thankfully it has been received really, really well, and I couldn't have asked for better feedback. So I'm very, very grateful.
Do you have a copy of the game now?
This is so bad.
You?
I don't have a Switch.
But
I have played it. And my brother has a copy of the game and a Switch, so I can play it anytime. I'm not very good, but I did try.
Oh well, that's good.
Yes, the idea is to get a copy of the OST when it's out, and
that makes more sense.
Yes.
I was going to say, you're going to have a copy of something. Surely. Yeah. Well, you've had a blockbuster year. You've been uploaded of the week. You've been played on this show several times. What stood out to you this year as a big highlight for you?
First of all, I really appreciate you guys playing my songs. It means so much. You go through so much of a process when you write, record, master, promote a song. It's just so nice to hear it on the radio. So thank you.
Oh, welcome.
I think the highlight of this year is just being scared and doing things anyway, which I always did, but I think I did to a new level this year, and it paid off. The uncomfortableness and the uncertainty paid off. So I think it's anything I did that I was skeptical of. So yes, I think throughout the year I've just impressed myself with the things that can happen in life instead of
potentially shying away from it maybe when
exactly I was like, there's no rules.
No. I love that. It's like a fearlessness. It's like trying to bring that out in you. You put a really scared face then, but I know you're fearless. Don't you pretend. I know. Your songs have been really strong this year. Hands Off was a real standout as well. Because I remember this. The first song I ever played of yours, I heard Whitney straight away and I shouted that out and you did a little video on your Instagram. Because I can imagine that's a massive influence for you, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I wish I was on par with Whitney, and that's, again, very nice of you to say. But obviously, she's one of the greatest vocalists of all time, one of the most beautiful artists of all time. Yes, obviously, I've been singing her songs since I was yay high. Like, yeah, a huge influence. But I didn't even know I was doing that. You know, I wasn't actively trying to sound like her. So.
Well, that's the thing as well. And I find it so interesting to hear who people listened to when they were growing up and who was always on in the car, who was on in the family home or anything like that. Because sometimes, whether they mean it or not, it does come through in their work. And that seems to be the case here. Anyway, the reason I got you on, Chess, is to also reflect on the amazing year you had. But it's Christmas and you've done a Christmas song. And also, I don't know how we got into this, but online we kept talking about mince pies. So I made a special effort. Hold on, I'm going off mic here. I made a special effort. Mine. You've got some there. I've got some here. This is really great for radio because they can't see the mince pies. But I have got one, and I will take a bite, and I'm going to cheers you. Have you got one?
Oh, we have to cheers each other.
To cheers, yeah, 100%.
All right, okay.
You know, I can't be having alcohol in the studio. No, not allowed that. So have you got a mince pie there? So I'm going to cheers you now. So Merry Christmas. Blink. Cheers. I'll take a quick nibble a minute. Lovely. See, absolutely lovely. Yeah. But you have a Christmas song. I'm going to have to finish my mouthful.
I do, yes.
Why did you want to do one?
First off, I love Christmas.
Yeah?
And I didn't always love Christmas. It's only something that's happened in the past few years. So I decided to share that point of view or maybe that journey with others. Like, I've come to realize that of course it's very cheesy to say, but the best things in life are free.
Oh yeah.
And once you really find yourself and where you're happy, you honestly don't need anything else. And I just wanted to be like, you know what, actually love is so important, whether that's a love of your family, your friends, your dog, your partner, whatever. It's so special. And just to look back on the year you've had and say, you know what, 6 months ago, 12 months ago, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I wanted to write it, just to
they've
maybe
all got a message, and that's what I love, Jess. Is like they've all got a message. They've got a story behind them. You haven't just written it for I'm gonna do a Christmas song. You've done it because there's a reason, and I love that as well. Tell us about the recording process, because I can imagine you've been quite busy this year, having to do lots of recording. Do you enjoy that? You can say no. It's absolutely fine.
I do enjoy it, although you are right, because I released so much music this year, I almost didn't have time to record this Christmas song, but I was adamant that I was going to have this Christmas song. So I think I was recording Hands Off and Santa's Turning His Sleigh Around at the same time. So 2 very different moods.
Just a little bit.
Trying to get the right vocals for each song. But yeah, I record most of my stuff in my home studio. So my dogs are here. I can get as much tea as I want. So I should not complain, really.
But I mean, when I used to play music and not just talk about it, when I stopped being a pretend musician, I used to hate having to do things over and over and over and over and over again. That was the bit that used to grind me down. But you don't mind that?
You know what? I'm quite naughty in the sense that I think you lose the magic over time. So I'll do, about 4 takes. And it has to be in those first 4 takes.
So you're quite strict with it?
I'm quite. If I've got a bit of it wrong, I'll just start again. As in, I won't do the same section over and over and over again. But I'll record the song, and it has to feel good. And if it doesn't, I'll delete it. But I only give myself like 4 or 5 chances.
Oh, strict. No, well, that's good. It's good to be disciplined with these kind of things. Chess, I will play your track in a second. But you've had such a busy year. What are you going to do next? Because that must be scary and exciting at the same time. Are there any things in the pipeline that we can talk about that that you can share? Or is it now just sort of reflecting that kind of period where you want to look back, or are you still looking forward at the same time?
I can't help but look forward at the same time. You know me, my mind goes 1,000 miles an hour. So since I spent most of this year creating and writing music and releasing music, I didn't have much time to do any shows, play live anywhere. So I really would like to focus on that next year, because I did one show last year, which was sold out and it was amazing, but I want to do more. I want to sing live more. So yeah.
So more shows. We get back down to the Southwest at all, maybe?
So yes, definitely coming back on Monday for the whole holiday period, and then probably several times after that.
Fantastic. Hey, are you ready for Christmas? Have you got your shopping done and all that?
I am the neurotic person who does, excuse me, all the shopping in October.
No.
I'm so sorry. That is me.
No. Well, I'm not finished. If that does that make you feel anxious hearing that I'm not finished?
Oh, yes.
I'm not finished. I've got the main present from my partner. I got that earlier in the week, and that took me a while. It took me ages to come up with the idea, and I was really struggling this year. October, in a nice way, that makes me sick.
I just like to go when I can take my time. There aren't queues. There aren't any
There's no pressure either, is there?
There's
you've got
no
so
pressure.
much time. Oh.
And I don't know. It just helps me sleep at night, Daniel.
I'll tell you what though, I understand it and it makes total sense, but that's far too much common sense for me to be taking part in.
Still makes you a bit ill.
Yeah, I can't be doing it. Hey, look, Chess, it's been so good to have you on. I've loved playing your music this year, so thank you for sparing the time to have a little chat with me. I'm gonna play your track now. This is Chess Scalia. This is Santa. Turn your sleigh around.